Hello. I am going to be doing an all signs reading for the um, full moon eclipse at 25 degrees of Pisces. So I want to pull an oracle card, actually two oracle cards. One, I have two decks here, so I'm gonna, no, not ready yet. I haven't said what I'm gonna, I'm telling the cards what's going on. So, and then when I start pulling, I will pull the oracle cards in order from Aries through Pisces. And then I will pull from the Light Seers Tarot, I will pull three cards. So two oracle cards, three tarot cards. Feels really comfortable with me. Oh, I also want to extend an invitation to join my class. That'll be September 17th. It is the Asteroid Goddesses Workshop. And I'm so excited. I'm so excited about this because it's really giving people a chance to see how those asteroid goddesses can make a difference in their chart and how it brings in more feminine energy and in more magic into their chart when they're looking at it and reading it and looking at the aspects. So please join me if you have any interest in that astrological point of view. I would welcome you to come. We are going to be doing a 2-hour informational session, and then I'm going to shuffle this other deck. And then we're going to be doing two separate classes, and we will be going through some different charts of people that are attending the class, so they can ask questions. So that is what the plan is. But let's go ahead and get this started with Aries. I'm ready. They're ready. They don't even want to be cut. They're just like, normally they're like, I want to be cut. No. So for Aries, the universe wants to co-conspire with you. Amazing. Next card out is the Land Between. I really feel like this is, yes, the universe wants to co-conspire with you, but you haven't made the commitment. That's what I feel is going on there. You have to make the commitment. So let's see what we have for cards coming out for Aries. No, that's too many. Nope. We're going to do this. We're going to do this right. Okay, now you want to be cut. All right, there you go. First card out. 10 of Pentacles. Tribe, family, having everything that you need. Ace of Cups. Keep that open heart space. Very important. And Knight of Cups. Enjoy the journey. I do feel like you're not all the way there yet, that the universe does want to co-conspire with you. I think there's a problem with you committing to that intention. So I feel like the answer is find your tribe, right? Keep open-hearted. Chakra. And Knight of Cups. Enjoy the journey. Enjoy the journey. I think the Land Between is, like I said, not fully committing into what you want to manifest, and you do need to make steps toward it. Right now is a really powerful manifestation time. It's the universe's way of saying, the people that aren't behaving like 2-year-olds not getting their way, we're going to reward them with whatever they want. So we are going to be going on to the Taurus energy. So let me just shuffle a little bit. This is Taurus energy that we're shuffling for the tarot. And the cards coming out are Starseed, Taurus. What a brilliant place to plant a seed with Taurus energy, because Taurus will get it done. It's like, and you should consider yourself a starseed, right? you have to remember that Taurus is ruled by Venus. And what does Venus do? Venus makes a star in the sky. And it has so much meaning. But the simple version I will just tell you is it's so energetically connected to what's going on in people's lives that people just don't realize it. But Venus is the Venus star point. So if you're interested in that, you can go down that little rabbit hole. But because I know someone who does brilliant work with the Venus retrogrades and everything. So let me show you what the next card is. Spirit of gratitude. Spirit of gratitude. So that star seed, and I like the way that blends in together. That beautiful blending, beautiful blending. Starseed and spirit of gratitude. Yeah, I think that's what's coming in for you is this ability to take things up a notch to the cosmic level. I don't see why not. I don't see what's holding you back. Nothing really. So, 3 cards. 8 of Cups. There's something that you need to walk away from. You've learned the lesson. Time to move on. Walk away with grace. Don't get mired down in arguments or fear or anything like that. It's when it's time to go with grace. The Empress energy. You can, the Empress energy is things being brought to her, the Empress energy, and such great world energy is coming in. I think anything is possible. I truly do. It's amazing what's going on for people who are just willing to energetically put their vibration in the right place. And I find it interesting that the starseed and the spirit of gratitude are very, yeah, I feel like this whole blending. Now that is an 8 card and that is a 43 card. So that's a 7. 6 of Pentacles. I think this is what a lot of this is about. It's like 6 of Pentacles now is more giving and receiving energy equally, equal exchange of energy, equal exchange of goods. You know, Taurus can mean money, but it's things of value. Taurus, a lot of times, when you think of merchants, it was being, what do you trade for something else, right? So money wasn't always used. There was a bartering system. And I don't think that is beyond the realm of possibility to utilize something like that in the future. I feel like that you're not going to be held back. I think you're going to be, you do need to walk away from something in order for you to be able to manifest and bring things in. And some of those strings, some of those energetic ties are really hard to get rid of. Because, it's like, well, they did this. Well, they did that. They didn't treat me right. Probably not. But are you going to stay around and just keep repeating that sentence? They didn't treat me right. Time to move on. It will not get you any further arguing with that person. You're not going to change your mind. And they're only holding you back. All right, so Gemini energy. Soul draft, higher perspective. Currently, we have Jupiter in Gemini. And I think we need to be aware that Jupiter it's not Jupiter's favorite place to be, but Jupiter being in Gemini brings innovative ideas in. So people that have that higher perspective, and there's a lot of Geminis that are like that, are able to think in extraordinary ways. And especially when Pluto goes back into Aquarius. So you have anything from the midpoint area of Gemini being in conjunction with Jupiter, and anything at the beginning of Gemini being in a trine to Pluto. Major within Aquarius, which is even beyond what you can even imagine. So there's things that are going to be invented that we wouldn't even have been able to conceive of 5 years ago. I think that's what is going to be coming out. So look at things from a higher perspective and be open to any of those downloads, because sometimes ideas are just put out there in space, and the first one that catches it, or a bunch of people that catch on to it. It's a matter of who gets there first. The power of purpose. Indeed. If you have one of these brilliant ideas, get moving. We need them. Power of purpose. Get going. Get going working on them. Get them out there. Use that energy, right? So let's see what the cards have to say for Gemini. We'll see what the cards have to say for Gemini. Ta-da! Top of the deck. Decisions. You have to decide to move forward, right? You have to decide to put it into first gear and then move on from there. No more time. Things are moving so fast that you do need to take action, because I think you'll just get left behind if you don't, which is really odd to say to a Gemini. I'm a Gemini rising. But see, quickly. Chariot, which is Cancer energy, but it's also success, that energy of success. But it is moving quickly. You have to decide to move quickly. What's coming next? Two of Pentacles. This kind of, at first struck me as like, it's that energy of that Pisces full moon. So if you have anything in Gemini, that would be square to Pisces. So that energy is going to be squaring anything around 25 degrees. Now, don't forget that Neptune is at 28. And Saturn, I believe, is at about 15 or 14, something like that. I don't have my stuff with me as I travel, so sorry. But what I think is anything from like 15 degrees on in your chart is going to be pretty lit up because of the eclipse energy. And eclipse energy is fated energy, especially if you're talking either in a conjunction or a square. Time to take action. That's what squares are. They're time to take action. And that would be a first quarter square. So it is a problem with initiation, right? It's a problem with initiation. So you need to make that decision to move forward. Take actual steps. Take physical plans, physical steps. Move it forward. Otherwise, you're going to miss your opportunity to really be a part of this great rush that's coming forward to us with all of these higher level inventions and things that could be used for the greater good. If you have anything that can be used to help Mother Earth in any way, please stand up. Please say, I've got an idea. So now we're going to move on to Cancer energy. Cancer energy. As it gets nice and I need to just shuffle it a little bit more. I'm not forgetting about you. Okay, I'll start with your greatest work is your legendary legacy. Yay, Cancer. Yay, Cancer. And you're going to be getting the opportunity to put that into practice. It is. What's next? A higher view. a higher view. Okay, what I'm talking about with your work and your legendary legacy, you have Mars in your sign right now. So if you have it just entered Cancer, so everybody's going to get this. Everyone is going to get this. And it's going to initially be moving through, and you should think of this as it being a higher view. It's going to spend a really long time in Cancer, Mars is. It will go all the way up to 6 degrees of Leo, which is very much about creativity, very much, and you should pay attention to what houses both Cancer and Leo are in your chart. Mars affects everyone. So it's a matter of how much it's going to affect you. If you have any, I would say anything that is between 17 degrees and of Cancer and 6 degrees of Leo, that stuff is going to get hit 3 times. And the degrees of 17 and 6 are where the retrograde happens. So that's just like an extra punch of energy to those specific degrees. 17 Cancer, 6 Leo. And the interesting thing to me is that that's Mars, and that energy is, here's the interesting thing. The healer Cheroklo was discovered at 6 degrees of Leo. And back in February, on the 22nd of February, Mars and Venus were conjunct exactly opposite this 6 degrees of Leo in Aquarius. They had just both touched Pluto, and then they actually went conjunct at 6 degrees. So here's Mars again, looking back at the degree, and now he's there with the discovery point of Cheroklo, which to me is very much about masculine energy healing of its hierarchy tendencies. I'm being polite. And I really think that what's going to be happening, if you don't have to worry about that for yourself, but I think in the collective, that's going to be very evident. And then what's happening is all the energy between 17 degrees and that 6 degrees is going to be very worked on in your chart. And Mars in Cancer is a very protective energy, like it is a mama bear on steroids, and who can do a lot of damage. But I think there's something depending upon the house that it's in for you. I think that people need to pay attention to that. So let's see what this says for Cancer. I digress. But I get worked up about Mars. Okay. Ooh. We'll do this way. We'll put it in the order that I saw. Oh, nice. Okay. Truth. I'm not kidding. So I think that's what it's saying is like, especially for people that have Cancer. Leo too, but Cancer is spending a really long time in Cancer. And anything, because Mars is staying in there so long, I think anything in Cancer, even the early degrees, is going to feel this, but you're going to get it really strong if you have anything after 17 degrees. I have a 25-degree Cancer sun. So, yeah. And the last time Mars went retrograde, it was in Gemini, which was over my ascendant. So I know I got work coming. I'm not fooled. And the funny thing is, moving into calmer waters, right? We will eventually move into calmer waters. Again, I will put out my usual thing of don't be fearful, don't be angry, don't hang around people that are both those things. If you do, step back, be an observer only, and let your vibration hopefully bring a calm to the people that are really having issues. I think you will find that that pushes you forward. This is the wheel. This is the wheel. And this is divine timing. You do the work, you get the prize. You do the work, you get the prize. And divine timing, a lot of times is set up that we will move forward and it's moving forward for us, but we have a little bit of either karma or a task that we have to complete in order to get further along the wheel. And that's what I think this time is going to be for you, Cancer, with this energy that's coming through in the collective and just in your sign. Very strong. I always think it's especially for any of the conjunctions. Do I think that it will affect oppositions and squares? Yes. But those would be more exacting degrees. And is it a personal planet? That's one of the things you need to ask yourself. Are those personal planets that involves or not? So that's important. That's important. So let's take a, oh, we had something jump out. Okay, hang on. Hang on, I'll get the other two. Now, I'm sorry, Leo. I'm sorry, Leo. No, this is Cancer. Okay. Don't give up. If this isn't Cancer, and I've done Cancer twice, you get 2. That's just me. Okay. So 9 of Wands. 9 of Wands. The warrior that doesn't give up. Fast moving, fast moving, fast moving. Time to get going. It's Mars, right? It's Mars. This is the fastest moving night. You will kind of get that stuck energy, but the thing is, you've got something that you can start that's going to be really spectacular. Spectacular. So I really think that's the really strongest energy that we have going on here. Yes. Get going, get moving, get working. It's going to be a pain. It's going to be such a pain. I hate it. Because I know what it was like going over my ascendant. And it just lasted forever. So, Leo energy. Yes, Leo energy. Leo, we have the alchemical artist. Yes, creativity. I can't think of anybody who has that greater, just the love of creativity and joy in it that Leo can have. And what's next? A grand symphony. Oh, Leo likes that. You get something creative and then strike up the band and let's have a party and everybody's happy. Everybody works together. A grand symphony. I will say that this is this Mars energy is going to be in your area. It's going to go retrograde, starting at 6 degrees of Leo and going back into Cancer, where it will hang out for a long time. And then it will come back. And then again, maybe whatever spark of an idea that you had that may need to be reworked and it takes you back into that Cancer energy, look to the houses that you have those things in, and then find out what the energy is coming forward. Because then what'll happen is like you can rework that, and then that can even, once you get the Mars back into the Leo energy next spring, then we can have that energy of even more creativity coming in. And now you've got a working plan to get it going. So I think that's really important. Leo. 5 of Swords. Everybody has advice. Too many people have advice. Too many people, you should do this, you should do this, you should do this. It's enough to give you a headache, right? But Hanged Man, look at things from another perspective. I think that's really important. You have a lot of creativity, use it to your advantage. You're going to be made to pause. That's what that retrograde energy is going to be about. And it's going to be a long time, which is really hard for you. I know it's going to be hard because, you're a fire sign. You may be a fixed fire sign, but you're a fire sign. And so what is it that you're going to be working towards? It's interesting energy. This whole creative idea, I think, look at it from that higher perspective. That's what I'm feeling. You get the alchemical artist, and everybody's going to have their opinion, but think of things from a different perspective and maybe adjust the plans according to that. This is the Queen of Swords, and she is an independent businesswoman. So it might be, it's what I won't say might. It is going to be much more possible for people to have their own businesses or side businesses in order to, feel comfortable and not rely on someone else for their money when you don't know what the business world is going to do out there, and um, you know a reliable source of income. So it always helps to have more than one revenue stream. So I would say that is probably a very good thing for you to look at. I do think there's a possibility of you having a really great idea that you can take forward that's going to be just super successful, um, and that it will be welcomed at the Grand Symphony. But you do have to make a plan. And that's what that energy of Mars going through Cancer or backing up through Cancer is going to do. It's going to make you slow cook and simmer that idea until it gets perfectly cooked, perfectly tender, all of those things. So let's take a look now. This is Virgo energy. Virgo energy. Virgo energy. You ready to go? Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Sometimes when they do that and it's not time yet, they just want me to put them in a different place in the it's so funny. They want me to put them in a different place in the deck because then they're next to a friend or something. I don't know, but and then if they do show up again in the reading, then I know that it was definitely for you. So that's the way things work, Virgo. Okay, here we go. Galactic Grandmother. You have divine guidance coming in. And Virgo is very much about service. And the unfortunate thing about Virgo is that they're very self-critical. They're more critical of themselves than they would ever be of someone else. So listen to your galactic grandmother. You are just a precious human being. That's what all grandmothers think. Precious, precious, precious. So what comes next? Birds of a feather. Very family or very tribe-y energy is this. Virgo is a mutable earth sign. So you can adjust, which is great because you are so practical, and you're going to be the other, when things go wrong, it's great to turn to a Virgo and say, got any ideas? And they'll be like, oh, let me check what our resources are. Let me check what we've got available for us to work with. I'll be back in a minute after I make my list, and then we can have a plan from there. Great at planning. And they can handle changes to a plan as things change. You're so gifted with that. You're gifted with that. Okay, so we're going to have 3 cards for Virgo. All right, right there. Here we go. Long journey. long journey. A lot of hard work was put in. And I always tease everybody about this card because this is a Virgo who packed for this trip. Look at this. Everything's packed in its place, all organized, equal balance on the muskox, right? You know, balance that energy. I know too many Virgos not to know that's not true. The world. Moving on. You know, tens are about endings, right? So, what's ending that is going to then allow you to step into a whole new world? You are better equipped than most to handle stepping into a whole new world. Things are going to change quite a bit. Do I know there's going to be a lot of change? Yes. Am I worried about it? Not really. Why? Because I have community, because I have family, because I have connection. And the people that are really going to excel and manifest are people that don't have that fear and anger going on. And you are going to be surprised at how well that works. Knight of Pentacles. Moving forward, moving on and starting new seeds, you have got a tremendous amount of things that you can be doing. And you're going to be great from moving out of this. Look at this dry Sahara desert looking thing in the background, this long traveled road. And now you're just done with it. You have to be finished with it though. And then you can move into that new world and plant new seeds and be in fertile soil and take your time. Do things how you want to do them. That's the nice thing about it's about movement forward, but it's about planned movement forward, which you would be awesome with. So we're moving to Libra. Libra energy. We are going into the equinox energy very soon. But first we have to have an eclipse. And then we will have an eclipse as a new moon in Libra. So best to be prepared in those early degrees of Libra. You are perfectly imperfect. Libra, you don't need to be a people pleaser. You should have stopped that. You don't need to be a people pleaser. They have their own work to do. You don't need to do their work for them. No is a complete sentence. You are perfectly imperfect, and you should be working on what you want to work on. That's the feeling that I get. Shining through. Sometimes you can't hold on to something until it's perfect because other people need it now in its imperfection, and they're happy to get it. Happy because they need it now. So let go of it having to be perfect. Let go of that. And then let it shine through. I know that they're saying that perfection is the enemy of, I don't know, getting anything started. You can fill in what that saying is supposed to be. But, I had seen this. 2 Cups energy. Let me see what else comes up here. That's the 2 of Cups energy. 5 of Swords, doubting yourself. Partnership. Companionship. And then you doubt yourself. Well, of course you do. You tie yourself up in knots. Downing yourself. Okay, give me one more. Give me one more for Libra. Can you volunteer? Can you volunteer for Libra? I just want one. I want one. You. Get moving. Get moving. You are perfectly imperfect, shining through. You're doubting yourself. There's love. I think there's love available, um, but you need to move on it. Um, Doubting yourself is just going to hold things back, and then that person's going to be moving on, right? So that's what I would say about Libra. That's what I would say about Libra. So let's go on to Scorpio energy. Hey, Scorpio, this eclipse will be trining what's in the area of your natal signs, right? Scorpio energy, deep secrets, right? Being that it's a full moon, you might have some things exposed, right? Secrets might come out because it's going to be in a trine to the moon and a sextile to the sun. It will be to your benefit. So I'm not too concerned about things coming out like that. So let's take a look at the cards for Scorpio. See you through the perfectly purple lens of your galactic destiny. Scorpios are so deep feeling, and I love that about them. In perfect harmony. In perfect harmony. I want to pull cards first because it's like I want to make sure of this message, and I don't want to get it wrong. Hang on. Perfectly purple lens of your galactic. I don't think you're going to, honestly, I don't think too many people are going to pull the wool over your eyes, truly. In perfect harmony. Nine of Wands. Ace of Pentacles. Seven of Wands. Defending. I think that you've been working on something. I think it's something that people don't know about. And I think it's going to be coming out. That's what I think. I think that what you've been working on, it's time for it to be known because that's what the moon is doing. It's illuminating things. So, is it time to step into your destiny? I think you'll find that and if you look at the match of these colors, right? I think it'll be very well received. I do. I think it'll be well received. I think you've worked on it. You've had your stops and starts, and it's been a long haul. But whenever you're creating something worthwhile, how do they say? It takes 5 years to become an overnight success. But getting that start, now is the time. You shouldn't be. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Because right now the time is ripe for new things to come out. And if you have something out there that is going to be, you have to remember you're a water sign, and the energy that's going to be in Mars in Cancer is trining you. So that's going to help you work this through, whatever it is that you've been not showing people. I know you like to keep secrets. I know this, but it is time. Seven of Wands. I feel like you're trying to keep things, in a bubble that other people will want the idea. Other people will try and take it. I would say that's probably true, but do things that will protect that. Otherwise, you're not going to get anywhere. Things are happening too fast for you not to move now. And that's the energy of what's going on now. And it's only going to get faster. And you need to get this out. So whatever you have in the back of your mind that you've been thinking about doing, and it's been there for a while because we have the Nine of Wands, it's time to get going on it. it is time to get going on it. So that's my little lecture for poor Scorpio. So let's take a look at Sagittarius. Sagittarius, the most optimistic of the signs. Things will be busy in your sign eventually. You do have Mercury in December going retrograde in your sign. So that'll be interesting. It'll be very interesting. So I would say if you're going to get your Christmas shopping done, get it done early. That's what I'm going to say about that for you. You're going to need to get it done way early. Okay, let's take a look what this energy is for Sagittarius. Your effortless effort is fully required. Okay, this is such a Sag card. Effortless effort. That's Sag. Jupiter, lucky Jupiter rules their sign, right? And look at what this card has. Visa, MasterCard, all that stuff. But to me, when I see that, I always think of travel. I feel like, oh, this person's ready to go, ready to travel, on our way, rocket ship. There we go, on our way. So very interesting energy. Your effortless effort is fully required. Yeah, I think you can like just ease on into something. Let's see what's here. Seeing beyond. Yeah, again, very saggy. Check in with your third eye chakra. Check in with the messages that might be coming in, because I think that you'll be getting some great ideas. You are a fire sign, and you will be getting a nice boost when you'll be getting a boost when Mars is doing its retrograde initially, because I think that'll be trining the early, of course, up to whatever 6 degrees or so of Sag. But I think what you need to realize is that energy is going to be coming back, and it'll happen. The initial stuff will happen before Mercury goes retrograde. So good time to like get ahead of it. December 6th is when Mars stations, the 6th or the 7th is when it stations retrograde. And that is going to be trining the areas of your chart up to 6 degrees. Okay. So I would utilize that energy. And very shortly thereafter, really shortly thereafter, Mercury goes retrograde. So make a plan, utilize it when you can. I would say use the shadow. I would say especially use the shadow time of, so that would be late November, early December. Use that shadow time when Mars is in its shadow before it goes retrograde, and you utilize that to your energy. And I think you'll find that'll be very successful for you. So let's take a look. Nope. Let's take a look. Wants me to shuffle, sorry. Okay. Happy. Be happy now. All right. You're going to start moving forward. This is like the second to the slowest moving night, but it is moving forward. And it's doing it with fun and style. So you should enjoy this. You should enjoy this. And then the Knight of Swords comes in. So picks up energy. Knight of Swords, movement. Starts slow, moves fast. And Page of Swords, ideas. So I would take note of some of the inspirational things that are going to be coming through for you. And then I think you can start working on those. With both Mercury and Mars retrograde, I think you'll find that'll be a time for you to, go slow, quickly. And then the Page of Swords is about learning and research to me. Whenever I see this card, I'm thinking, oh, new ideas coming in, light bulb moments. Then you research that and find out what's going on. I think that's a good opportunity for you to do this. Um, Again, you'll have a chance to get the payoff of that when Mars is finished with its retrograde and it's going back over those 1 to 6 degrees. So if you have anything there, especially pay attention to this. Otherwise, you'll be dealing with that Mercury retrograde energy in December, and you should be prepared ahead of time because it's going to be hitting a lot of degrees in Sagittarius. It's going to stay in Sagittarius the entire time. So really, as that time approaches, you'll find out what those degrees are and then match those up with anything in your chart and see if you've got a conjunction going on there. That's very important. So let me slip these in here. We are going to Capricorn. We are going to Capricorn. Capricorn's next. Oh boy, oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay, let me shuffle these first for Capricorn because I saw something on the bottom of the deck. I was surprised because I don't usually catch my eye on the bottom of the deck. And I'm going to shuffle, change things out a little bit, and then I'll pick it up here in a second. Okay. Okay, so Cap. Wanted universe creators. You are a good one for this because Capricorn usually whatever you're of course a cardinal sign. Usually whatever Capricorn sets its mind to do, it does and actually completes it. Where some of the other cardinal signs, not so much. I'm guilty. I'm a Cancer. So I think that you need to really step outside the box. Step outside that box. You've got Pluto finishing up whatever has been going on in those last degrees in your chart. But it does kind of affect all of Capricorn, this last hurrah that it's having. And I think that you should see how it connects with other things in your chart, especially if you have things at late degrees. But because you have anything in Capricorn, I would say that this would be affecting you. So this full moon energy, be aware of that. And let's take a look at what comes here next. Burst of magic. Capricorn has magic. You just don't get the credit for it because you're such a hard worker. They're like, oh, they did that through hard work. Well, that and a splash of magic. Alchemy. That's what that is. So, yeah, you're definitely a universe creator energy. Cardinal sign, get things done, make a plan, get going. Very possible for you to do things like that. So let's shuffle a little bit more and see what cards are going to come out for Capricorn. We'll see. I'm wondering what's going to happen here. All right. The Three of Cups. There are people that you can trust to work with, right? And it's fun. These people are fun to work with, right? And I know Capricorn, the energy is when they start something, I want to get it finished. We're not gonna stop 7/8 of the way through. We're gonna get it done. It's a good energy. Party later. Work hard, party hard. Knight of Pentacles. I like this energy for Capricorn. It's still movement. It's not fast movement. It's thorough movement. Think of it as being thorough. Planting seeds, doing it right, making sure whatever comes up is going to be wonderful. Good seeds to plant. So, what is the decision that you have to make? There's something that you have to decide on. Is it what project that you want or who you want to work with? There's definitely a decision involved here. And if I would opt for anything, I would say you need to find a space that works for your energy with people that work with your energy. It can't be just about making the money. It has to be about you're being able to excel in that environment. And sometimes you can't do that with people that are just dragging you down all the time. So I would say you have a decision to make. And once that decision is made and you move forward, you'll know pretty quickly if that's the decision you're going to stick with. You have Pisces. Pisces is in a sextile. That full moon energy is then a sextile to things in Capricorn. So you will kind of get the benefit of help, of other people's help. And I would take that. I would say that other people might give you advice. And I would say trust your friends that are giving you advice because they have your best interests at heart. So if you are in a place where you're trying to make a decision, I would say look for some good advice. Because you have a lot out there that you can offer people, and you need to be out there doing that kind of work. You'll be happier. You'll be happier doing that. So that's the end for Capricorn. Now we have Aquarius. Aquarius energy. Aquarius energy. I need to shuffle this a little bit before I pull your cards. I need to shuffle before I pull your cards. Here we go. Ta-da! It's so weird. I'm forgetting what day of the week it is. That's because I'm like anywhere between 6 and 10 hours ahead of people. It's crazy energy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Okay, that's good. Feels good. Here we go. Aquarius. Ancestor, ancestor, ancestor. Okay. So way deep, long ago, far away. I'm thinking of Star Wars right now. I'm sorry. Long, long ago in a land far, far away. That suits Aquarius. Star Wars. I just got this crazy energy of your ancestors being not from here. It's crazy. Just like I'm a Cancer moon. I mean, not a Cancer moon. I'm a Cancer sun. I'm an Aquarius moon, and it's like, okay. Aquarius people are very independent. If you have anything usually in Aquarius, whether it's Venus, whether it's Mercury, whatever it is, it's independent. It is a very independent planet, or wants to be independent in the job that it does when it's in Aquarius. It can get great off the wall ideas. Usually Aquarius are decades ahead of people, right? Genius people, right? So ancestor and the universe. So apparently I wasn't kidding. There are so many opportunities for you. So many. And you are going to if you have anything around 6 degrees, 0 through 6 degrees of Aquarius, bam, it's going to be getting that Mars energy. And it could give you some really great push for some galactic ideas to come through. I'm excited. And you'll get downloads. I'm just like, they're going to be getting downloads from the galactic center, right and left. That is so crazy energy. I'm like, but I think it's true. That's the crazy part. It's like, this is so funny. People should pay attention to these things. Aquarius energy is kind of like Uranus. Uranus is the modern day ruler. The traditional ruler is Saturn. Saturn rules Capricorn and Aquarius. But I tell you, You can't stop an Aquarius when it comes to novel ideas. I can't think of anybody that can come up with more novel ideas than an Aquarius can. And then the other people that are in Aquarius are like, oh, yeah, that makes sense. Makes perfect sense. So let me do this a second. There. Okay, now what? Gemini energy, the magician energy. Yeah. Oh, Aquarius, you got it going on. So take this energy and run with it. This is going to be a great eclipse for you. I mean, it's not like it's exactly lined up with anything that you've got going on because it's next door. But this whole time that we're going into, and we have Pluto back in Capricorn doing its thing, and you're like, okay, I've got 11 weeks to get this stuff lined up before Pluto comes back in and it's go time. So get your magic lined up, get your stuff going, get your alchemy on. The Hermit, that's that Virgo energy, right? Look at that. Truthfully, Aquarians are kind of hermits anyway. You know, they're all by themselves. They'll think up an idea. They do like independence. They sort of like being on their own. Sometimes that can feel a little bit lonely, but it's kind of like, yeah, it does, but it's not like it's a horrible thing. You do have to learn how to express your need for companionship a little bit more, but when you're not from Earth, it's a little harder to do that. So I really am getting the energy that it's much more of a galactic thing. Like, okay, and these are two major arcana that are here. Eight of Wands, downloads, things coming in. We will be getting a lot of that from now through the end of the year. So I would say do some grounding. Have a way to express some energy out there. You are Aquarius. So I would say do some physical activity, do some grounding, get your feet in grass if you can. If not, do some good either kind of meditation or candle gazing or anything like that. There's lots of ideas out on the internet of things that you can do for grounding. And I think be willing to share ideas with other people too. You might, you're an air sign, you're a fixed air sign. Listen to what other people have to say because you can be a bit stubborn about your own ideas, even though they're really sensational. Sometimes somebody has a little bit of a tweak that'll help you out and might make things just a little bit better for the collective. So just think of this, that I'm taking one for the team. I'm going to let somebody mess with my idea. That's what I would say for you. But you had two major arcana. There's a lot going on for you. It's going to be really cool. I think it's going to be really, really cool. And take it that way. Take it with that higher energy and do not get involved with things that are going to bring that anger in or fear in. Not that I think you would. I think you're much more of a galactic energy with this. I really feel like it's a galactic energy thing. So let's go on to Pisces. This is happening in your house, Pisces. This is happening in your house. So what's coming up for you? Well, something is going to be illuminated in your area of your chart. And if it's something that is a personal planet, Sun, Moon, Venus, Mars, Mercury, those are personal planets. So anything that's near that, I would say give it 8 degrees. Give it 8 degrees for Pisces in that 25 degree mark. So, and what I also would think with Pisces is there's going to be a lot going on for you when Mars is retrograde, because it will be um, in those late degrees again. So if you do have anything like a between um, actually the 17 degrees to 30 degrees of your sign, that's going to get lit up again, um, because of the trine that's going to be coming from Mars. So this energy around this eclipse is going to get reignited for you. So pay attention to what this eclipse might start to ignite for you. Usually the eclipse energy can start like a couple weeks ahead of time and can last for a long while, but you should get a feeling of what it's going to be about with, once a month has passed. And sometimes you'll get it right away. Look at the area of the chart that it's in, the house that Pisces is in for you. And then also look at where Cancer is in your chart, the house that Cancer's in, and see the cooperation, the things that will be working for you in that area of your chart. So we will start with every cycle is a higher opportunity. Every cycle is a higher opportunity. And you will be getting lots of opportunities. On January 12th, the North Node moves into your sign in the late degrees. So again, the activation, as it's moving back, it's going to reactivate this eclipse energy. Again, this eclipse energy is going to be reactivated. So if it has been affecting you, you're going to keep getting, renewed energy on it. So pay attention and make it work for you. Every cycle. Let it go. Let it go. You are in a trine energy with what's going to be going on in Cancer in your area of your chart. So what are the things that you need to release? This is full moon energy that we're talking about. Eclipse energy, full moon eclipse. So there could be some things in that area of your chart. Again, check your house and see what needs releasing, what needs to be done, what is the plan that has been illuminated, or something that has to, this has to go so things can get better, something like that. Because I do feel you're going to get, you have a lot of activated time coming forward. I think that you're going to get, I will easily say this is probably going to last 2 years. Why? Because this happens and then the North Node comes in and will be there for 18 months. So this eclipse energy for you is going to last for 2 years, starting with this. So, oops. No, I don't want any of those. Not the right ones. Let's see what your tarot cards say. Yeah, it needed to come out. Let it go. There's something there that needs a change, or you will see. Five of Cups. What is behind that locked door? And why isn't she knocking on it? Why isn't she trying to get in? Sometimes that's a hierarchy thing. And sometimes you may find that you don't even really want to go inside. It might be the wrong door even. Queen of Swords. This is Aquarius energy. This is independent. Yeah. Don't, she's relying on other people. That's not the answer here. Being independent is. Yeah, that's it. Ace of Cups, open heart chakra. Great advice. Be ready to receive some of the messages that you're going to be getting in. And you are going to be very activated. Also, when I talk about the different things in, if you have anything in Pisces that happens to be like the ascendant, the MC, which is the midheaven in your chart. And also the I see, the MC, the ascendant, descendant, right? Those things in your chart, if they are in Pisces as well, that's a big deal, especially if it's near the eclipse area of that 25 degrees. And also the fact that the nodes will be going, the north node will be going through there, setting you forward on your path. Because that's what the nodes do. It's collective show of what the collective needs to do for the path. And guess what? Pisces is spiritual. So if people don't get the hint, it just is going to be a long 18 months for them. That's all I can say. It's like, sorry, it's about being spiritual. So otherwise, you're just going to be in a fog and not get it. And that's the truth. So that's very interesting energy that has come through for everything. So I really hope you enjoyed the reading. This was really fun. I never know what's going to come out, but there's a lot of fun answers in here. So I will see you soon. Bye.